Hi guys, welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading love during this pandemic. And as we all know, guys, we all need a little bit of loving. Before I go any further, please check a ticket below. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, it's free to subscribe. If you haven't done it, why the fuck haven't you done it? Anyway, I'm on the old Vino Blanco tonight. What's the other? Oh yeah, awayday.co.uk. Please check out the link. It will be in the description. Awayday.co.uk. Put the promo code Football with Brownie, capital F, capital W, capital B, in that promo code. Get your 10% off. New clubber when we can all go back to football, and I hope that can be very, very soon. Been an announcement today over here in Spain that they hopefully starting to get crowds back at the end of the season. Now I don't know if anyone watching this is in the EU, but I don't know anybody who's had a vaccine at the moment here in Spain. Bearing in mind Spain as well as Italy were the worst to have COVID right at the beginning. We were one of the first countries to shut down. So anyway, let's go in the chat. Random Things Rugby. How are you, my friend? Hi, Brownie, he says. Finn. Hi, Finn. Hope you're well, my friend. Stefan, where is he? Hey, I'm on Spanish time. You're lucky I'm not like mañana. But yeah, anyway. Hope you're well, Stefan. Just about to go into onto the laundry. You're blank. Scottish Football Podcast. Finn and Stefan, can you subscribe? Yeah, and sorry for that. Okay, sorry. I had to think then. Who the hell is Scottish Football? Okay, no, hey, listen, no problem at all, guys. Right? Anyway, guys, please subscribe to this channel. It's a new channel starting up. They've asked me to be basically the first guest on their channel, which I have no problem whatsoever. But hosting StreamYard can be a bit tricky. Even now, I don't even know everything. I sometimes have to phone up Simply or Sam Greenwood. I have to phone up others just for advice and how do I do this, how do I do that. So guys, I know you want to rush it, but please, for your sake and for your channel's sake, don't rush. Yeah, I'll try and fit you into my schedule, no problem at all, my friend. Yeah, and yeah, if you want to put a link into your channel, I think you can do it. I'm not too sure. But yeah, listen, there's no need to rush. I will have time and I will follow, find time for you, no problem at all. But, please take my advice and practice. YouTube was also trying to be in there as well. So, guys, Scottish Football Podcast and YouTube, just practice amongst yourselves. You don't have to go live, but practice amongst yourselves first, and then let me know when you're ready to go, and then I have no problem at all. Look, the bottom line is I will always remember me starting up, and it was very, very difficult. I have no problem whatsoever in trying to help other channels start up, because we all have to start from somewhere. Yeah, let me know when you're ready to go, and fingers crossed we'll have a better experience than tonight. I do apologize as well. I know my time schedule is all over the place. Ryan from the Mr. Arsenal podcast asked me to come on. I owe him a few favors, so I did go on there before. So I got no problem. Anyway, please subscribe to Scottish Football Podcast. And before I go any further, I'm not, it's kind of like bloody begging. So I'm just going to point to it, yeah? I'm just going to point to it. It's kind of like begging. I don't like it. We did actually have another donor, Matthew. I don't know if he's going to be in the chat, but thank you very much, Matthew. Sorry. Right, YouTube said, I'm really sorry, Brownie, we weren't ready. We rushed. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem, guys. Yeah. Listen, I'm old enough to know. I've gone into other businesses, but I know the moment you rush into things, you fuck it up, right? So please, practice. Even look at other YouTube uploads on how, I'm sure you can do a search on YouTube, a lot of advice on YouTube, how to go about things and so on. So look, don't rush into it. I will always create time for you guys. Let me know when you're ready. I think that's the best way of going about it. I'm not going to be one of these YouTubers who forget where the roots are, because I remember how hard it was trying to get my channel off the ground. It's not really off the ground now. It's only on 650 odd subscribers, but it's very, very difficult. Long road ahead for you guys, but I hope I can help. Finn, do North Korea have a football? Yeah, they have a football team. Of course they have a football team. They're in the World Cup. 1960. I'm going to say this now with a lisp. 1966, they were in the World Cup. They actually beat Italy in the group stages, and the goal scorer, I think you pronounce his name as Pak Du-ik. I think that game was played in Middlesbrough, the old Middlesbrough Stadium, Ayresome Park. Sure, and then they actually then qualified for World Cup. Was it the one in Japan and South Korea? Because they had Brazil in the group stage. I think Brazil won 5-0. But yeah, they do have a national team. I'm also one subscriber 50. Yeah, no problem. Kim Chuan is a manager. Well done, Stefan. Yeah, once again, hey, don't be daft. No. What it is, Scottish Football Daily Podcast, sometimes if you put a link into the comment, YouTube do block it. That's the only reason why. Just trying to think, actually, how I can go about it. I tell you what, how can I, guys, how can I go? You can actually, hang on, settings, general. I don't know how you do it. Guys. I tell you what, not tonight, but on Twitter, send me a link to your channel, and then on either tomorrow night's show or the night before, what I'll do, I'll put it in so that it's basically where the donate button is. In fact, do a link to Twitter, and then in the description on this video, after I do a video, I'll add it to the description, and then people can go into the description, click on a link, and then there you go. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, my friend. No. Yeah. Sometimes YouTube do block it. But that's what I'll do, yeah? Because people will be watching this after I go live, on a replay and everything. Send me a link on Twitter, and I'll put that link onto the description. Or scrub. Okay, no probs. Have you ever been to North Korea? No, Finn, I'd love to go to North Korea, actually. love to go to North Korea. I'll tell you why. When back in the early 2000s, I went to visit Vietnam. Now, Vietnam back in those days were not on the holiday. In fact, it was still on the Home Office no-go list. There was one flight into the country, one flight out. But I wanted to go. And the reason I wanted to go was because as I was growing up, my dad loved war films, Platoon, Hamburger Hill, and things like that. And Platoon is still one of my best films to this day. And I went with a bunch of mates to travel Australia, live over in Australia, and the time was up, my visa was up, I needed to come back. But I went via Vietnam because Vietnam is not far away from Australia. So, lived in Vietnam for a while. And I was going to villages where they've never seen a Westerner for decades, absolute decades. So I'm assuming North Korea is very similar to what Vietnam is like now. And that is what's attracted me to try to go to North Korea now. Because that experience in Vietnam, that's why I never go back here again. I never go to Vietnam again because the memories were so good. But that experience in Vietnam, I'm sure could be a similar experience in North Korea at the moment. So, yeah, I will. One day I will go to North Korea, but I hope it's before they open the doors to commercialism. Where are we? Stefan, you got to work bloody hard to get. Oh, yeah, without doubt. I'll be honest with you, Stefan. I thought it was far easier than what it is at the moment. I'll be completely honest with you. My problem is, I think, is that when I do share a lot of my videos, people just click on the videos. They don't subscribe. So, the views, you can see the views on some of my videos. I mean, the biggest viewing I've had is 21,000 on one of my videos. They just click on a video, watch a video, but they forget to share or subscribe. Many of them may not even have YouTube accounts. But far harder than what I expected, I'll be honest with you. Stefan then says, Kim Jong-un was so funny on holding. I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to. Honest to God, I would love to. I don't know, just me being weird, I suppose. Me being a bit weird. A bit adventurous, maybe. But we'll see. Right. YouTube says, have you ever been Lanzarote? Yeah, Lanzarote, I call it. Not my favourite destination, obviously, hence the reason the nickname. Finn, when I went to India, people wanted selfies with me. Yeah, it's very simple. When I went to Vietnam, I tell you what, I watched, I've told you guys before, I watched the European Cup final between Real Madrid and Valencia where Steve McManaman scored, right? And the whole village was like huddled around this one TV. And loads of kids were coming up to me and all just talking football. They wanted to know about football. And basically what they wanted to do, they wanted to practice their English. So that's basically what it was. Yeah, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Great time of my life. North Korea, Vietnam. But I went at the right time. I don't think if I went back now, it's a holiday destination. Don't think I would like it because people are telling me now it's Thailand 2.0, and I've been to Thailand 5 times. Never enjoyed any of it really. Too much in your face. I call it that as we. Mad Lad, hi Mad Lad, hope you're well. Yeah, hope you're well, my friend. I think we're all well in the chat. YouTube as well. Cheaper birds in North Korea. You never know. You never know. But yeah, anyway. So what do you guys think about football tonight? Great game, Bayern, wasn't it? Bayern against PSG. Yeah, interesting, very interesting. Chelsea, I think we all knew Chelsea were going to win that. But Bayern PSG was a surprise, really. What Stefan say? Oh, yeah, Stefan, and congratulations as well. Your team Ipswich have been taken over today. And then, by the way, Stefan, do you know Benjamin Bloom? He's an Ipswich fan and he does a lot of championship uh, EFL type of content on his channel. John Wayne. Hi, John Wayne. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well, my friend. Hi, John. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. John, 1986. Ipswich. Yeah. Pepe is still good at 38. Yeah, I think so. And also as well, what do you guys think about that Dortmund goal, which was cancelled yesterday? I think it's absolutely disgraceful. I think it's disgraceful. And I'll tell you what, give me a minute or two, right? I'm going to come back with a story I know about a FIFA referee who I'm trying to get on the channel, but he needs to have a few pints down him before he lets loose with his lips. Very interesting. You guys will really enjoy this now. So bear with me, yeah? Okay, guys, let's go through the comments first, yeah? Stefan says, I follow Benjamin. Good, thanks. We'll need to catch up on games I missed watching. Had a poor couple of weeks. But get better soon. Hope things turn around for you, mad lad. Stefan, hello, John. How are you? A Cardiff City fan. So I'm late. Don't worry, I'm always late, my friend. Let loose with your lips. This could be anything. Honestly, God, right? Right. And yeah, and actually, Finn says, no, I haven't actually. I haven't, my friend. I'll check that out. Right. There's a story for you because we're on about, well, I mentioned about the Jude Bellingham kind of disallowed goal, right? And this has been highlighted anyway in the press, so you can check it out. I'm sure there's articles on the internet about it. A friend of mine, I've known him for years, Howard King. I've known him for many, many years. Good laugh, really. likes a good drink over a good drink. You know, he can, you know, the banter when he has a few drinks is great. Great. And I'm trying to get him on the channel. I have messaged him and he hasn't responded. So anyone watching this and knows Howard, please ask Howard to check his messages on Facebook. Anyway, Howard King, from my hometown, was an former FIFA referee, right? And anyway, he had a referee a World Cup qualifier between Finland and Russia, right? And it was a decider. It was a decider. So he was in Moscow, and the night before the game, he went over to the delegates, like the Russian FA delegates, took him out for food, and then they ended up in a nightclub. Well, a certain Russian girl caught his eye, and Howard King went, I want her. So the Russian delegates were like, what do you mean, Mr. King? He said, I want her tonight. And they're like, Mr. King, you know, you are a FIFA referee. He said, and then he went, if I don't go to bed with her, he said in different language. He said in industrial language, but I'm struggling with. But basically, if I don't fuck her tonight, Finland won't have one. They won't have two. They'll have 3 penalties tomorrow. And the Russian delegates were like, Mr. King, proper outrage. Mr. King, are you serious? Are you serious? 1 penalty, 2 penalties, 3 penalties. That is what Finland will have tomorrow if I don't fuck her tonight. Within half an hour, the delegates went to that girl, persuaded her, and obviously, you know, what happened in his hotel room. But you guys trying to tell me that still doesn't go on these days? Maybe a different kind of bribery, but that bloody goal last night was a disgrace, absolute disgrace. But anyway, anyone watching who knows Howard, please ask him to respond to his Facebook Messenger. He may not even be on Facebook anymore, but I have sent him through Messenger because he's a great guy. Actually, he is a great guy. But that story is actually in, it made. It's actually in the media. I think he showed the story for a few quid in the media, but it's actually true. It's actually true. Howard is a great, great guy. He's funny as fuck. I'd love to get him on the channel. Where are we now? Sorry, guys. We want Dion Charles, 17 goals. Yeah, I've seen that Cardiff City fan, but you know what? I find it very, very strange. I find that the story very, very strange. One day after being battered 5-0 away to Sheffield Wednesday, it's kind of like chuck a story out there, deflect the anger of the Cardiff City fans by chucking a bloody transfer story out there. I'm not convinced of that story. I think it's a red herring to deflect the bloody anger of the fans. He may be making a name for himself, but you know that story should. If that story was true, then that story should have come out long before, a day after being battered 5-0 away to Sheffield Wednesday. Certain Russian girl, yeah, I'm telling you. I remember that game. Liverpool had some time ago. I think it was either Wigan, Sunderland, where Rafa was manager. That one that lost to beat. Yeah, Sunderland away. Sunderland away. The Pepe Reina was in goal. Yeah, I'm trying to think who the striker was. Can't remember. Yeah, Pepe Reina was in goal. Russian Bird had a no. No, honestly, now I'm telling you. Midweeks after that game, what has looked sharp. Oh, it is what it is, isn't it? Someone come to me before earlier on today about because I clipped it about you guys may have seen it. I clipped it. We made bloody By Bannon look like Kevin De Bruyne, blah blah blah. Some guy said we've lost 5-0 many times before. So I went back to him. Yeah, we fucking have. I've witnessed fucking loads of them. So your point being, it's kind of like, because we've lost 5-0 before. Oh, so that's okay then, is it? It's not fucking okay. It weren't fucking okay back then. It's not fucking okay now. I remember going to fucking Preston, losing 6-1. That fucking Parkin scored a hat trick. Right? What? Just because fucking that happened before, it's okay to fucking, yesterday's result was fine, man, yeah? Fine, no bother at all. We've lost fucking 8-0 before. Oh, that's fine. We lost 8-0 in 19 fucking 20s. That's fine, my friend. Fuck off, you fucking pricks. I'm losing it now. Yeah, Dan Bent, that's it. I knew he scored. I knew he played for Tottenham. Dan Bent scored. Yeah, that's right. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal, mi mexicano amigo? Listen, subscribe, my friend. Yeah. Regarding subscribers, for some reason we actually lost one in the last few hours. I think it could be an Arsenal fan who took offence with my last upload. Basically, I'm not. I'm getting annoyed now with some Arsenal fans. They think like no one has died. Kieran Tierney's just been injured. No one has died. Bloody hell! Some other bloody Beach Ball Gate. John says, yeah, that's right. Hey up, Harry. Hope you're well, my friend. Mad lad, yeah, it was raining and go, yeah. I will believe you, mate. No, I didn't. Hi, Leslie. Hope you're well, my friend. 14 in the chat now. Bloody hell, what are you lot doing? The beach ball scenario is like something out of. Yeah. Actually, did you acknowledge 1-7? I did. I think you know what? I think Norwich are very, very lucky. It was a very short pre-season, and I say that because they didn't sell many players, so they didn't. Basically it's a Premier League squad still going in a championship. Will Buendia be there again? Don't know. How about you guys? Okay, you guys think? Bear with me. I'm going off camera again. Building up now. Building up. There we go. Got 12 in now. Got 12 in. I'm on last of a wine now, guys. I'm on last of a wine. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, bourbon as well. Even worse. Arsenal crying so much they love. Yeah, they. I know. I know. Right. They complain on Kieran Tierney. Right. Now, anyone who's followed Kieran Tierney's career will know, unfortunately for Kieran Tierney, he can be very injury prone. They actually bought him, he was injured, right? He was actually injured for a few weeks going back 2-3 months ago. So why are they so surprised? Why are they so surprised? I don't know. They've got a bigger squad than West Ham. West Ham had a disaster with Declan Rice coming back from England injured, and he may be out for the rest of the season. Right, but their fans were like, come on, we can do this, all come together, come on. It was Mark Noble replacing Declan Rice. Come on, Noble's, no worries, let's do it. Come, right? And they were urging, on social media, they were urging the team on. With Arsenal fans, I seen one YouTuber saying our season's over now because Kieran Tierney's injured. That's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And because the fans aren't there in a stadium, surely the only interaction the players have with fans is through social media. So if it's a negative kind of mindset from the fans on social media, surely that would reflect of a mindset of the players. Whereas if the fans were allowed in the ground, the players would know just how much the fans are behind them. Come on, having fans in the ground. So social media is the only kind of interaction they have with fans. And if the fan base on social media, e.g. Arsenal today, was so downbeat because Kieran Tierney was injured, what would the other fans must think? Arsenal fan base, don't get me wrong. Arsenal fans on YouTube, as well as Cardiff City fans, obviously, many Arsenal fan YouTubers have helped me a hell of a lot. And I will always be grateful until the day I die for their help. And many of them are very, very sensible. But unfortunately, maybe because of the growth of AFTV, they're just so reactionary. It's incredible. Now I can be a reactionary. You guys know I can be reactionary. That video after losing 5-0 the other day, very reactionary. But reactionary because a player is injured. Grow the fuck up. Yeah? There you go. Steve Denham. Hi, Steve. Hope you're well. The season Arsenal won unbeaten. Kevin Kyle. Remember Kevin Kyle? He was about bloody 6'5" or something. Drinking in a town where I live. Okay. And he said they were going to go unbeaten. Yeah. Yeah. But did they go unbeaten because they lost in the Cups? When they went unbeaten, they had a lot of draws as well. The good thing with Cardiff fans is we don't send abusive messages. No. The problem with many Premier League fans, and I say many, I'm not counting them all because I know. Let's just put Arsenal fans into this, right? It's a generation thing. We all need to remember social media is basically, realistically, I know it's been going on for many years, but realistically, it's not it hasn't become as AFTV wasn't as popular. Let's say the last 4 years, in my opinion. If you think it was longer, then so be it. I watched the last 3 or 4 years, right? I moved over here. Moment I moved over here, I started watching YouTube. That was 4 years ago. Okay, put a year on top of that, say 5 years. And and many Arsenal fans have been complaining now. Oh, 17 years of rubbish, 17 years of hurt. 17 years last time they won the league. What they got to remember, right? And the likes of Stefan and all that will know this, right? Before 92, it took over 20 years for Man United to win the league. Okay? It took Liverpool 30 years to win the league until very recently. Now, Everton in 1987, back then, Everton were a far bigger team than Arsenal would ever, right? Unfortunately, their money revenue stream ran out because of a death in the Moores family. So Everton are now 33 years and counting for their next league title. It goes in cycles, people. It goes in cycles. Before what was Chelsea over 50 years, I think, since they won it in between. Man City, although those are different kind of, those were lower Premier League clubs. Everton still, are the fourth most successful club in England. The point I'm trying to make is that many Arsenal fans jumped on a glory hunting bandwagon, right? Now, if you look back in history, many clubs' successful periods, take out Man United and Arsenal, the Ferguson, Wenger era, take that out. Many of the successful periods, Everton in the 80s, Liverpool in the 80s, would probably last around about between 5 to 7 years. Man United and Arsenal under Ferguson and Wenger lasted a hell of a lot more. Right? They were at that time both very lucky in the length of time they had success. But now, because things have changed and other clubs have come into it or whatnot, they need to realise that football goes in cycles. Football goes in cycles. And what annoys me is the lack of I'm trying to think of a word. What I'm trying to say is that by winning an FA Cup, right, ask many football fans across many teams around UK, would you like to win the FA Cup? Oh, I'd love to. Right? I went to an FA Cup final in 2008. Unfortunately, Cardiff lost to Portsmouth. Those memories will never leave me. The journey to the FA Cup final. Memories will never leave me. I know West Ham fans who some of them would give a right hand just to win the FA Cup. Whereas when you have Arsenal fans crying out, "No, Arteta needs to go." Arteta won him the FA Cup within months of getting that job. It's kind of like not acknowledging just how important winning the FA Cup is to a football fan. Maybe downgrading the FA Cup. It really fucks me off, to be quite honest with you. Really does. You lot, tell me what you think. Am I right or what? Stefan, hate to say Norwich are currently a better run. Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh God, hey, problem with both Norwich and Ipswich, Stefan, is that from Cardiff they were a fucking nightmare to get to. Absolute nightmare, both clubs. Only been to both of them once, if I'm honest with you. Unless I fly in from Malaga to bloody Southend or something, I probably won't go there for a long time. Tony Marshall, born Japan. I've got a clue what you mean, man. Right, Harry. I don't know why, but I'm drunk. Anything other than Coke. Probably because you're watching me, Harry. Leslie. First FA Cup final. Hang on. Right. Sorry. My nose is running. Again. Right. First FA Cup final I'd seen. Arsenal Liverpool 1971, Charlie. First FA Cup final I'd seen 85. 85. When Norman Whiteside scored that goal. But Southall always said, sorry, I've lost it now. Southall always said that he was too close to the near post. Arsenal season had been over since October. Arsenal have exaggerated. Agree, John. I think Arteta is out of his depth. Yes, Stefan. I'm glad that you're talking amongst each other. That it helps as a host. That helps. I mean, support 89. Okay. Charlie George was a great player. So is Derby. Okay. Yeah. Before 89, Arsenal won it in 71. Exactly. That is where. So what are you looking at? 28 years, isn't it? 18 years. 18 years, isn't it? But no. You know, no modern day Arsenal fan wants to know this. Do you know what I mean, Stefan? 17 years of over exaggerated publicity. Ipswich have been champions more recently. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Okay, Stefan, here's a question for you as an Ipswich fan. How did you rate Alan Brazil? Here's a question for you. Arsenal, massive club vote. They are. Hey, they are. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Please do not get me wrong. Before. Oh, right. Okay. It took George Graham 3 years, I think. When did George Graham become manager? 87, wasn't it? Yeah, 87, wasn't it? Ferguson was 86. Graham was 87. So it took George Graham until 89. Bear in mind, he got rid of big names like Charlie Nicholas. And some of the finishes Arsenal had weren't, were like 5th or 6th or something. Nothing to shout home about. But you can't hide from the fact, Stefan. Before that 89 title win, teams like Forest and Everton were much bigger clubs than Arsenal. You can't hide from that fact. This year is the 50th anniversary. I never knew that. John. Arsenal, biggest club in London without doubt. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Leslie. You're right. Brandon, how creepy chick? You joking? Don't. No, you're winding me up now, Brandon. You're winding me up. 60th, is it? Arsenal have been poor for the last decade, but exactly, John. Look, I know you're an Arsenal fan. I understand where you're coming from. Poor compared to how they were. I got no problem at all on that. But it's kind of like the fans don't rate the FA Cup. Oh yeah, or we won that. We won that, no problem at all. No, to a decent football fan, winning the FA Cup is massive. Kind of like downplaying the FA Cup. I know the issues between Arsenal and the owners and everything else, but if anyone knows the history about league football in England, there's no way on God's earth that someone with a bit of common sense would have thought, oh, Arsenal will be continual, challenging constantly every single year. Boom, boom, boom. That was never going to happen. And history proves that would never happen. Right, where are we? Brandon, let's leave this out now. Brandon, less of it, my friend. Yeah, I enjoy your contribution, but I can't be asked with arguing between or having issues in the chat. Not tonight. Arsenal are decent, but some are fans of. Yeah. Yes, Stefan, my maths always been poor. Mine has as well, especially after a drink. 1986. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because Ferguson took over from Atkinson in 87. Yeah, you're right. You're right there, John. You're right. I had the other way around. But Stefan, Brazil was a great player in the great team. I'm going emotional thinking about it. Well, Ipswich, what you got to think of is that back end you had 3 foreign rules. And Bobby Robson, who was the Ipswich manager, saying that foreigners are better midfielders than English midfielders. So the whole, am I right in thinking the whole Ipswich midfield? Well, okay, was 3 of the 4 were foreigners. When you had the Dutch, is it the Dutch trio? I can't remember now. Arthur Muren, wasn't it? He was in. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, all right, okay, no problem. Brandon, send me links to these on my Twitter, yeah? Yeah, please don't, my friend. United couldn't win the league for 27 years. I knew it was over 20. But they are huge. Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. I haven't got a clue. They never really used him a lot. That's the problem, wasn't it? They never used him much. Greco Norman White. Yes, right. Let's talk about this score. I don't know how many people remember this. Right. It was actually my first FA Cup. I remember being bought because of issues with family at the time. I remember being bought a Subutio FA Cup edition, so I had Everton Man United on Subutio. So I was watching it. I was watching a game while I was playing Subutio. And yeah, went into extra time. Right, for those who remember that FA Cup final, what you have to remember is that Everton were going for the treble in that year. They already won the league. They won the Cup Winners' Cup in Rotterdam, and they were going for the FA Cup final. Right? Now, it wouldn't happen nowadays. Right? But there was only 3 days between winning the Cup Winners' Cup in Rotterdam to that Wembley final. And I know Man United went down to 10 men with Moran being sent off. Went into extra time. And I've heard Neville Southall say this many times, and you can he covered his near post way too much. If you look at the angles, and Southall admits to that. But the point I want to put to anybody who remembers that is, had Everton been given a further week off because of our Cup Winners' Cup victory in Rotterdam, would they have won the treble that year? There you go. Come back to me. Trigger's strange guy. Head off doing the streams. Yeah. Tyson. Yeah, you remember Tyson? Yeah. Was lucky lad to see that team. Cheddars, hi Cheddars. Hope you well, my friend. My cousin's under the age of 20. Can't remember Arsenal being good. Come on, Cheddars, man. Come on. That's not right. That's not right. That can't be right. Hang on. Right, Cheddars, that can't be right, yeah? Arsenal finished second the year in which Leicester won the league. Yeah, they should have won it, no granted, but come on, that was only, 6 years ago or something? See them laughing. Finn, Michael Chopper Cardiff was a good... Yeah, he was a good player. He was a rubbish gambler, though. I remember Michael Chopper in Ladbrokes losing a shitload of money in a fruit machine, kicking fuck into a fruit machine so much that the person behind the counter in Ladbrokes actually phoned the police. Yeah, right. First, I don't know. After what happened in semi-finals, even to this day, I don't ever know whether that final should have been played. I'll be honest with you. That was a weird final because of what happened in semi-finals and Hillsborough. Everton were going for a treble back. Yeah, they were. Oh, granted. But only giving them 3 days off from a European win would not happen nowadays. The FA would have postponed it for a week. You know that, Stefan. So that's why I'm putting a question out there. And in my opinion, and it's only in my opinion, had Heysel not happened, go on, you come back to me on this, Stefan, see if you had Heysel, in my opinion, at that time, had Heysel not happened, Everton would have won the European Cup, or what is now called the Champions League. Because the following year, it was the worst European Cup final I've ever witnessed, and it was only my second one. But Everton were an absolutely fantastic team in that year, and I'm a firm believer that had Heysel not happened, Everton would have been European champions that year in '86 because they won it in '85, and firm believer of it. Should have got Howard Billups. Were they willing to pay the money in which these guys were? I agree with you, that Cardiff City fan, but were they willing to pay the money? That's the problem. Jared's laughing. Is Celtic too big for Howe? Probably not. If you went back to the days and when you Rangers didn't go bankrupt, you know, Scottish football is still quite popular then. Nowadays, I don't think they are too big. Hi, Mr. Bundle. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Obviously, we've seen good seasons. We've never seen a dominant Arsenal. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But football does go in cycles, my friend. It goes in cycles. John Heimer's Chopper came to Ipswich. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. It was a bit of a gamble, though. I like what you're saying, Stefan. I like what you say. I like Chopper. Don't get me wrong. I like Chopper, but he didn't live far away from me. So on a Friday afternoon, him and a few players were they loved the gambling. Basically, they paid so much, but they didn't have a fucking clue what to do with money. And when Cardiff showed him the Sunderland, the reason they showed him a Sunderland was because Chopper was in debt so much because of gambling. But the sign-on fee he used to clear his debts. There you go. 1972, Leeds won the FA Cup. Yeah, they had to go Wolves on a Monday and lost. Yeah, that would never happen now. That would never happen now. 7. Yeah, Everton were okay. Oh, absolutely. Right. In my opinion, of all the teams who lost out on because of a high show ban, I think Everton were hurt far worse because many of the players went north of the border to Rangers because they wanted European football. Howard Kendall then went to Sporting Gijón because he wanted to try European football. I think, people may go on about Coventry, Wimbledon, who also lost out. But I think the club most damaged by that high show ban was actually Everton, I think. Could we not afford either of those managers? No, absolutely not. Steve Denham, you're right. However, the first word is who's that coming over the hill? Not what's that coming over. What's that coming over the hill was I don't know actually. I know the actual official song is What's That Coming Over a Hill, but I think I can't remember. A few years ago now. Celtic Rangers are huge clubs. Only maybe Liverpool United just a big. They used to be huge clubs, but I think both followings took a battering when Rangers went bankrupt. Even now, Celtic struggle to fill Parkhead. Something tells me that something tells me that the moment Rangers went bust, that affected not just the old firm, but Scottish football as a whole. And I don't think they've recovered since because people don't give a shit about it anymore. Tan takes shit. Yeah, he does, yeah. Stefan, Chopper come to Ipswich from Cardiff. Yeah, but he went to Sunderland, didn't he? And then he come back to Cardiff, didn't he? I need double check now. Hang on, I'm going to double check. I'm sure he went to Sunderland and he come back and then he went to Ipswich. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He went in his uh, in his more successful spell. He went to Sunderland, who were in the Premier League. 5 million, I think, the transfer fee was. Then he come back to Cardiff, and then he went to Ipswich. But yeah, he yeah. He joined from Cardiff. I'm sure. Yeah, he did. He did, but it was his second spell at Cardiff, and he was never liked. Cheddars, you were right. Why? What did Cheddars say? I can't say anything what Cheddars said. Yeah, his most successful time at Cardiff was his first time around. He then, after we didn't get promoted with the playoffs, he then went to Sunderland for 5 million. Basically to pay off his gambling debts. Didn't work out with him in Sunderland. Come back to Cardiff, and I never support a player coming back to a club because it never works out. Then he went to Ipswich. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Anyway, right. I'm going to love you and leave you now, guys, because I need to do work. My other work. I know it's 13 people in the chat, but and 14 people in the chat actually. But I do need to love you and leave you. Right. Thank you very, very much for joining. If you only now joined, please watch it back. Love you all. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Guys, we need to really build up our subscribers now. We really, really do. It's starting to annoy me. Yeah, hang on. I'll come in on this. 5 million gap. No, it wasn't. It was 5 million a transfer fee, but his signing on fee was basically covering his gambling debts. Right. Guys, please help this channel get more subscribers. We need it. The moment in which it gets to 1,000, then the world is our oyster. I promise you. Right, take care. Love to you all. Hasta luego.